Hello, my name is Caitlin Stredney, and this is my post 2 for Module 13. And in this post, I'm going to be discussing Peter Singer's 2 questions. The first question is, isn't there a question about what we should be spending our money on? And the second question is, can you think whatever you want about right or wrong? I'm going to jump into the first question. And that question is, isn't there a question about what we should be spending our money on? He tries to answer this question by creating a hypothetical situation of a child drowning and asks his class if they would save him. And the class says yes, without a doubt. And he says, well, what about your shoes? You're going to need new shoes if you dive into the water and get them dirty. And they say no problem. And his real question is, well, how is this different from contributing money to a child that is starving, that could use that money to live a healthier life? And I think that when it comes to money, our society has a very libertarian approach. And I found a quote from the book to explain that libertarian theory, and it is from page 94. The libertarian theory identifies justice with liberty, which libertarians understand as living according to our own choices, free from interference of others. They reject utilitarians' concern for social well-being. I think this answers Peter Singer's first question in what people spend their money on and why people are less likely to spend on other people, even if it has the potential to make the community a better place. I see that from a libertarian society that we have a much more individualistic view and a you can't tell me what to do view, and that includes helping others. We like to promote ourselves. For example, all this upcoming holiday shopping that we're doing, we are spending money on things that we like, things we think our loved ones like, but we're not exactly thinking about the people who really could use that money that are going to gifts that could be returned, not even used. So I think that's kind of right in line with the libertarian approach. His second question is, can you think whatever you want about right or wrong? And I think no, you cannot. Our thoughts of what is right and what is wrong comes from our individual ethics that are shaped by how we grow up in our societies and communities and families and cultures. And it's important to not just think of individually. We need to think of how our decisions or thoughts may affect others. And Singer poses a very good question, what would I choose if I were in their position? Which is, what would I do if I were in their shoes? And I agree with Singer when he suggests that if we were to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, we're more likely to help them out, reducing the suffering, and help the community, really. So I think he poses another excellent option of what we could do with our money, which is not only where to spend it on, but what not to spend it on. This is very important, and you can either support or not support big companies that need money. So that is the end of my presentation, and to recap, I answered, isn't there a question about what we should be spending our money on, and can you think whatever you want about right or wrong?